Unreal Engine Marketplace is one of the biggest and most beautiful place to make money in the CG industry. The publisher will receive 88% of best price of every sale. Epic retains only 12% of the net sale amount of every product sold through the marketplace. Unreal Marketplace has strong moderation and you can upload your completed model or asset on other marketplaces such as CG Trader, TurboSquid, and ArtStation. So first step, you need to create a marketplace seller account. Let's go to Unreal Engine tab, then go to Marketplace tab, and press Submit Content. You will open a web version of Publisher portal. You need to complete all forms and wait in few days. Verification process might take up to several days, so I recommend you to start right now. Choosing your first model for creation on the market. Unreal Marketplace has strong moderation and I recommend you start with something simple. For me it is prop sets, weapons, military, space, but you should know most money you can earn with characters, animals, cars, and other complicated stuff. Unfortunately, Unreal Marketplace doesn't have any statistic and recommendation for best-selling, so I recommend these two topics from CG Trader. I will add these links in the description, or you can find it in cgschool.org. So I recommend you start from props, but you should know we need many content in your prop set. For example, for realistic props, we need at least 10 unique assets. And for low poly simple stylized, we should create from 50 to 150 unique assets depending on the complexity. I recommend create your stuff using additional 3D soft. For me, it is 3D Studio Max plus Tyflow plus Phoenix FD plus ZBrush and Substance Painter. Also, I use Datasmith plugin for directly importing into Unreal Engine with correct materials, UV, and correct folders after importing. You can create your asset, your props, your models, for example, in ZBrush, then import in 3D Studio Max, make shading inside Max, or you can use Substance Painter or Marie for shading. You can create this demo scene with all your asset. This asset should be separate elements, correct names with English letters, and then using Datasmith plugin you can import this asset into the Unreal Engine. Go to File, Export, choose Unreal Datasmith and press Save. Choose visible elements or selected only. I recommend you select all these geometry assets. Don't select cameras, don't select lights, or delete all this stuff. Keep only your 3D models and press OK. Wait a few seconds, and Datasmith, it is a free plugin. You can install this plugin into 3D Studio Max and enable this plugin in Unreal Engine and use it for fast and easy way to place your 3D models, your assets in Unreal Engine 5. Next step, we need to launch Unreal Engine and create empty project without starter content. So let's jump into Games tab, choose blank, disable starter content, disable ray tracing, select folder, project name, asteroids, and choose create. Next step, I need to enable Datasmith plugin, edit plugins, and find Datasmith importer, this one, and enable it using this checkbox and restart your engine. Next step, you need to import your Datasmith stuff. Press on this small button, Datasmith, file import. Then we need to choose your Datasmith file, asteroids, and press open. We need to select only content folder, and I need to import only geometry and materials and textures. You can create your own materials, but I recommend you use Datasmith materials to save your time. Press import. Okay, my stuff is imported. Inside content folder I get asteroids folder, and inside asteroids folder I got geometry folder with all my assets, and I got materials folder with one material instance because I have one material for all these assets, and I have folder references for my master material. Also I have textures folder with my textures. Next step, I need to rename all this stuff. For example, static meshes should have prefix SM, textures should have prefix T, materials should have prefix M, material instances should have prefix MI. So we can press F2, for example, type SM, copy this stuff, Ctrl C, and let's do this for all my assets. Next step, the same with materials. So for material instance, I need to rename it, for example, MI main. So this is my main material. For master material, I need name M main. Or you can type your own names. Main, this is my own name. Because this is main material, this is one material for all asteroids. And for textures, you need to do the same. So for geometry, we need to rename all my static meshes. They should start from SM. And the next step, I need to reset pivot point, and I need to reset scale. For example, if you open this asset, you can find this scale is OC 111, but if you open this asset, for example this one, and if you want to keep this big form for this asset, let me move a little bit up. So we need to open and select this asset. We have this very big scale, 1721, and we need to bake and reset this scale. Go to modeling tab. Inside the transform tab we have bake RS, bake rotation and scale into the selected mesh tool, this one, and we need to press accept. And I bake this rotation and the scale. I got rotation 000 and I will get scale 111. For high poly meshes it should take few minutes, so let's waiting. And I got rotation 0 and scale 1. And I should do this for all geometry with wrong rotation and wrong scale. You can bake it to 0 and null, or you can import from 3ds Max with baked rotation and scale. Next step, pivot point. For all these models, I created pivot point in the center of these assets. If your pivot has wrong position, you can choose this pivot tool, put in the center using this button and press accept. If you want to modify this material because I got wrong material, we need to go to my master material and double click on master material, open this node graph, and for example I'm going to decrease normal intensity. This is 4, I need 1, and press save. I need to do this in master material, and it automatically create for me in material instance the same changes. So I got much better shader, much better material. When my model is completed, when my assets, textures and materials has a correct name, I need to save this overview map in a new folder. So in my asteroids folder, all folders, I can create only my asteroids folder. I need to create new folder, press add new folder. I can create preview folder and save this level in preview folder. This one, go to file, save current level as, and go to asteroids, preview, and name it save. And in this preview map, I need to rename some assets. For example, this one has incorrect name. So let me find it in content browser. You can press Ctrl B and find this original asset in content browser and rename it. For example, it should be SM2, I believe, asset number 2, because I don't have number 2 on this list. 1, 3 and next 4. So I think it should be SM2. So I need to fix all these names and create correct preview level in my scene. So also I need to rename this guy. You can create SM or just 02. This is only actor's name. This is not a big problem. And next step, I need to remove this datasmith thing. I don't need this. Force delete. Next step, I'm going to disable all plugins. Let's go to edit plugins. For this project, there are 2 plugins activated: Datasmith Importer, this one, and also Modeling Tools Editor Mod. We need to disable these 2 plugins and restart your engine. Save selected and press restart. Okay, I restarted my project. I have correct name. Let's open my preview level inside preview folder. And next step, I'm going to create a few screenshots for my product. You can use renders from 3D Studio Max, Maya, Blender, and other application. And also you can create screenshots from viewport. I recommend you to do this. Let's go to this menu and choose high resolution screenshot. Create high resolution screenshot. We need a screenshot in resolution in HD resolution and press capture. Let's open my screenshot. So we need resolution HD. You can correct this image resolution using Photoshop, but I recommend you move these panels and make white and beautiful view for these assets. I don't recommend you create cameras for each view. You can create render. For example, in 3D Studio Max, you will get higher quality, nice looking shaders, lights, and add a nice environment. For example, you can add nice stars for these asteroids, but you can create 10, maybe 15 preview from Unreal Engine, and it's normal. So let's create another screenshot like this. So for this project, I created a lot of preview using Photoshop, using 3D Studio Max, using Unreal, something like this. You need to copy all this preview and remove it from this folder, because I will delete this folder. I don't need this folder for my project. I need only content and config folder and also asteroid projects, so all other folders will be removed. And you need to copy these images in the new folder and edit it using Photoshop, for example. When your preview is ready, when your geometry has correct name, for example, for all my assets I have I got correct name, I got correct scale, I got correct pivot position. Also I renamed my materials, textures, and created a preview level. We need to disable plugins and save my project, save all. And next step, we need to open this project and remove all folders, keep only config, content, and project name. So I need to remove these 3 folders, press delete. And next step, I need to create archive using this asteroids folder. So I don't need datasmith folder. I can also remove this datasmith. I only need this asteroids folder, which config and content and project file. So let's select it and press create archive. You can use zip archive or other. Okay, let's go to the publisher seller portal, and I'm going to create new product. You can save this link in your Google Chrome or Mozilla, or you can open Unreal Engine Marketplace and submit content, and you will automatically switch to the seller portal. Then we need to create new product. We need to press add product. I'm going to show you in my one single product, and you will get interface like this. You need to upload your images to the gallery tab. For these images we need resolution like this, only 25 images. I recommend you create more images, 25 will be enough. Create thumbnail with this resolution and create featured image with this resolution. Then product information, price, you can choose your own price. Category, for example, props, tags, short description, long description, technical information. You need to press create new version of this product. I don't have this button because I created a new version. And in this project file link, you need to copy link from your archive. You need to upload your archive, for example, on Google Drive, and copy and share it for all, and copy link and paste this link in project file link. Choose version. I created this asset in Unreal 5.2. I recommend you, if you want to create many assets to the marketplace, I recommend you use something like 4.27, because many studios, many artists, many indie companies use this version for real projects. So if you want to create many stuff for marketplace, I recommend you choose this version of Unreal Engine. I created my stuff in Unreal 5.2, so I need to select this folder, press confirm. Platforms, you can select your platforms. Asset pack, this is asset pack, and you can press preview, or you can press submit to approval. For my this asset is approved. I don't have this button. You will have this button. You need to press submit for approval. After submitting your content, we need to wait maybe 1, maybe 2 days, and Epic team will send you a letter with status of your product. So we have 3 statuses: change needed, declined, and approved. Don't worry if for first your asset you will get declined or change needed status. If you get declined status, it looks like this. For my first asset was declined. Reason, don't enough content. You need to create a new asset or add content to existed asset, and create new product and send for Epic's your new product. Next status change needed. This product is OK, and Unreal Engine review your product and send your table like this with some errors. For example, in my asset, this topical errors, unused plugin should be disabled, missing collision, overlapping UV coordinates, and improve Lightmap Resolution. This very easy way to fix all these moments. Let me show you how to fix all these errors. How to disable plugins. This is not a big problem. We need to go to plugins, tab and disable. What about collisions? It's very interesting topic. We need to enable collisions inside your model. For example, if you select your asset, you can find collision property. Let me switch to the list, for example, or columns. You can find for all my models I have collision in this project because this is approved project. But by default, if you import your asset using FBX or that datasmith format, your asset doesn't have any collisions. We need to add collisions manually. Just double click on this model. Let's go to collision tab. And we need to set use complex collision as simple. By default, this is project default. And we need to set use complex collision as simple. And next step, we need to add collision for this model. I added, you can add spherical collision, box collision, or something like this. I added this one, this type of collision for all my models. Let's wait in a few seconds. Yeah, and you will get something like this. This is my collisions, and it should work fine. And you need to do for all your asset without collisions. If your asset has 0 in collision property, you need to open this asset and enable collision. Next, let's fix this error, overlapping UVW coordinates for few assets. I got this error. We need to activate modeling tool. We can fix this inside Unreal Engine, or you can fix this in 3D Studio Max, but inside Unreal faster way. So let's go to plugins, and we need to activate tools editor mode. Restart your engine, then find your static mesh, for example static mesh 31, this one. We can find this mesh, for example, in preview level and fix this moment from preview. This is, I think, better idea. 31, this one. Let's go to the modeling mode. We have modeling mode after activation plugin. Then let's go to the UV tab and choose project tool. So I need to create a new UV projection. Let's select, for example, box, because I created spherical projection for all these elements. You can change dimensions. For example, if you have square texture 4K by 4K, we need to set this dimension in this box projection, for example 1500 for or axis, and we need to wait few minutes to complete this process. Okay, process is completed. It took maybe 4 minutes, but I have fixed my UV coordinates, and we need to do this for all these models. Next moment is a recommendation. We need to improve the Lightmap Resolution. The goal is to have the static mesh assets green while viewing in Lightmap density mode. So let's switch to this mode. Let's go to this menu and choose Lightmap density. So we have this green assets. I already fixed it. this stuff, but if you want to fix, for example, Lightmap Resolution for this asset, let's select this guy, Ctrl B to find this original geometry, double click on this asset, and let's go to the general setting, Lightmap Resolution. The highest resolution is 4K. You can't increase for 8K, for example, this maximum. So we need to set maximum. But by default, this something like 128, something like this. When you set this small resolution, you will get result like this. It's very small resolution. We need to set maximum 4K for all my blue for all my blue assets, and press save. Next step, we need to save this project, and we need to disable plugins. Let's go to edit plugins. We need to disable this modeling mode. I enabled it for this part. Save this project, file, save all. Next step, we need to go to the project file and remove all these folders. Create new archive and update your archive in the seller portal. You can paste a new version of your archive in this menu and press submit for approval. And Epic team reopen your project and check all these errors. After a few days I got another letter with this error. I need to fix up redirectors on my content folder. This is very simple process. Let's open my project, press right mouse button and press fix up redirect, and then save your project and create new archive. Upload your archive on Google Drive, create new link in this menu and press submit for approval. You don't need to create new version for this. We need to do this on your first version. When your product is approved, you will receive this later. You need to go to the seller portal and press publish on the footer. Okay, thanks for watching.